Hello everyone, thank you for joining me as I discuss a project I've been working on. My name is Aaron O'Donnell and I'm looking forward to sharing FinCat with you. FinCat is an all-in-one financial planning app built utilizing a Django backend, Postgres server, and React.js frontend. FinCat seeks to fill a gap that I have found in the consumer-level financial space. Most financial planners on the market that I have used fall into two distinct categories. They are either spreadsheet-based products that have decent functionality but are not very intuitive, often requiring a separate file to open for each function, or they are well-polished solutions that either require a paid subscription or require painstakingly connecting all of your various investing and money accounts, often with questionable terms of service. FinCat seeks to fill that gap by providing a polished, user-friendly solution that allows users to budget their income and expenses, estimate the future growth of their investments, plan their retirement and see if they are on track to be able to retire by their desired date, see their current net worth, and set short and long-term financial goals to help keep themselves on track. In order to use FinCat, users will have to create an account using their email and a password. User accounts and authentication are managed within the Django backend using REST Framework's authentication token, and that token is stored with a cookie on the front end. This allows users the security of a user account, but the flexibility of not having to log in every time they access FinCat on their personal devices. To facilitate the remainder of this overview, I will log in with a pre-made account. Upon login, the user will be greeted by an interactive dashboard that gives a summary of their financial standing. Each of these widgets are clickable and navigate to their dedicated pages for additional information. This site utilizes a mobile-first design, but is responsive on all screen sizes. Additionally, users can set their preference for light or dark mode. This theme selection is consistent throughout the app. I am now going to use the navigation sidebar to go to our first feature, Budget, as well as return to the desktop-sized view and dark mode. On the Budget page, users can add and remove their income, their typical deductions from their paycheck, and their other monthly expenses. This information is created, read, updated, and deleted from the Postgres server. As an example, I'm going to add a vehicle maintenance expense to this list. Notice how the chart below is responsive to updates happening on the server. Let's move on to the next key feature of this app, Investments. The Investments page allows the user to track the future growth of their portfolio. They can set individualized return rates, contribution rates, and they can project how long they'll contribute to that account. Users can see the growth of those accounts real-time on the chart as they plan out their future. This page utilizes the Financial Modeling Prep API to provide market insights on a few select markets to see their performance over the past day, week, month, and year. When implementing this API, I encountered some rate-limiting issues where the amount of requests would quickly reach the limit of my user account. So this information is now fetched from the third-party API, but is cached locally on the front end with a set lifetime. The server will automatically fetch updated stock information after that time has elapsed. This effectively limits the amount of requests to the third-party API to stay within the current API usage limitations. In a future update to this application, I will implement a stock selector that allows users to search for and pin specific stocks to this section of the page. If you look back to the bottom of the portfolio growth chart, you'll notice a checkbox that says Show Retirement Goal. This overlays a horizontal line at the account value the user needs to reach in order to retire at their specified date. This can be adjusted on the next page, Retire. The retirement page allows the user to calculate their retirement readiness. The user enters their age, desired retirement age, and their desired investment withdrawal rate. In order to assist the user with determining their projected monthly expenses, I've incorporated a calculator that allows the user to estimate their retirement spending in future dollars based on the average inflation rate. Say a user spends an average of $9,000 a month in 2025. In 20 years, that'll be approximately $18.8 thousand. Annual inflation rates are pulled from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis's API and averaged on the back-end server. This information is cached on the front end with a 1-month lifetime, as this information is relatively stable. When the user enters this information, they are able to import their investments from the previous page with a single click, as well as add any additional sources like Social Security, and are able to see the amount they should expect to receive from those accounts every month during retirement. This total income is used with the projected monthly expenses to calculate the user's retirement readiness. In a future update, FinCat will generate a withdrawal plan that incorporates the age availability of various accounts to allow users to plan retirement that starts before most traditional retirement accounts allow penalty-free withdrawals. We will conclude this tour with net worth and goals. The net worth page allows users to see a real-time snapshot of their net worth, as well as see their asset to liability ratio. They can choose to include their investments as an asset in this breakdown if they desire. Finally, let's check out the goals page. Users are able to set short and long-term financial goals. They're able to specify 5 goals as favorites, which shows them on the user's dashboard. When a goal is completed, it is moved to the completed goals box, and if it is a favorite, it is crossed out on the dashboard. This concludes the overview of FinCat, my full-stack financial planning app. Thank you for joining me, and I am looking forward to implementing updates and improvements in the near future. Have a great rest of your day.